Hi everyone! Welcome back to another teacher training video. Today we're going to be doing the Leaf Slides guided nature play activity. And I'm going to show you a couple variations and adaptations to make this activity super fun and easy and accessible for all ages of students. This activity is about engaging children with nature using their sense of sight and getting them to discover and explore all the unique features of leaves, hidden colors and patterns in fun and unique ways. Now, I love this activity for so many reasons, but one of them being how easy and accessible that it is. I've done the Leaf Slides activity with 2-year-olds and I've done it with 20-year-olds. It doesn't matter the age, anyone can get something magical out of this special appreciation activity. So let's get started. So for this activity, you're going to need to make a leaf slide for each of your students, and you can do this in a few different ways. One of the ways is by taking a piece of cardstock and cutting it into the shape of a rectangle and then laminating it. Now, once you've laminated it, you want to fold it into a birthday card shape. And then you're going to cut a square hole in the center that you can then place a leaf inside, and you have a finished leaf slide. Now, this is actually not cardstock. This is a recycled milk carton, so it already comes laminated. That's a really great option if you have those available. Now, a different way to make leaf slides, and this is a great adaptation for younger students, is actually to use a clothespin. And the way this works is you just take your leaf, clip it in just like that. This is great for tiny hands or smaller leaves, though they don't fall out of these. And now you just hold it up and you have your own leaf slide. Now you can also do this activity with no props. That's the beauty of the leaf slides. Kids can just find a leaf, use their imaginations, and find the beauty and wonder hidden in every single leaf. So this activity is designed to be as simple and accessible as possible. We want you to be able to do this activity even if you don't have a forest available for you. All that you need to do this activity is at least one tree that has fallen leaves around it so the kids can go and pick up their own special leaf. You also need an area that's large enough that all of your students can circle up and ideally sit down to do the activity. If you want to, you can go find a tree, let the kids pick out their own special leaf, and then head over to your sports field and have them do the activity actually on the sports field together. Of course, if you have a natural forested area available, either a little trail or a little piece of woods behind your school, that is an ideal place to do this activity as it just adds a fun sense of magic to it. So your students have been invited to a special forest slideshow. Now, as a teacher, you might need to explain slideshow to your students in language that they'll understand depending on their grade. So you can tell them that back in the day, pictures used to be printed on flat slides, and they didn't quite look like the pictures we had today. You had to view them with a special light projector, and you would take those slides, you would place them into the light projector, and light would shine through the photos and project them onto the wall. And when they did that, suddenly the photos would become clear. You could see all the details and all of the colors. It was really, really cool. So what is a forest slideshow? Well, I'll show you. A forest slideshow is actually a leaf picture slideshow that's held at the renowned Forest Theater. So first, your students are going to have to find their ticket in. So have them look on the ground, see if they can find a really, really special leaf that's already fallen. We're lucky enough here to have a ton of beautiful oak leaves. Have them look for something really, really cool. It could be a leaf skeleton. I like this one because it has lots of colors and lots of different spots on it. When they have their ticket ready, have them meet you at the entrance to the magical Forest Theater, which will just be 2 trees that we're going to get them to walk through. And you're going to check their tickets at the door. So this is the entranceway to our Forest Theater. Have the students line up single file, and you're going to stand at the door ready to check their tickets. They're going to walk in one by one, and as they come through, check their ticket, make sure that it's a good sized leaf that will fit into the leaf slide, but don't tell them about that yet. As they walk through, get them to circle up, and then your activity can begin. So once you've checked all their tickets at the door, and the students have entered through the forest, have them circle up and begin to create their leaf slides. You're going to want to make an example one first, just so that you're not handing these out. Once you do, you're probably going to lose the attention of the group. So show your students, all you have to do to make your leaf slide is take that leaf ticket, place it right into the center, close it up, hold it tight, and then hold it up to the sun, just like we used to do with pictures, putting light behind it. The sun and the sky is an amazing light projector. And the second you do that, wow, all of these colors, all of these patterns, the little veins of the leaf all start popping out in ways that your students are going to absolutely love. This leaf is really cool because it seems like there's even been a little caterpillar who've had a snack here. Now, everyone's going to have a different leaf, and that's the beauty of this activity. There are no two leaves from the same tree that are going to be exactly alike. So even if you only have one tree for this activity, I promise you it's worth it for everyone to share their leaves with each other. And the way that you're going to do this is get your students to circle up. Have them stand with their leaves, give them each a second to hold it up to the sun, and then say, there used to be a sound that those light projectors would make when you clicked from one slide to the next. It was a button that you pressed, and when you pressed it, it made a big sound. So we're gonna do that with our own leaf projector slides. So we're gonna take them, everyone, 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna pass it to your left. And where are you gonna get a new slide from? From your right. And eventually all the leaf slides will move around the circle till everyone's back with their original leaf. What's amazing about this activity is you can do it for so many different purposes. For younger students, you can get them to find colors and shapes and patterns, or even see if they can see where any creatures might have had a little snack. And that could be the only goal. For older students, this could be a really fun part of science class where you can take them out and have them look for parts of decomposition in the leaf, see if they can find any skeleton leaves, which is really, really fun. You can ask them, see if you can see where any of the water might go into the leaf. You can see any pores. So the oxygen will come out of those pores, carbon dioxide comes into those pores. Can they find any evidence of that just by looking at the leaf, holding it up to the sun, that you couldn't see holding it to the ground? So at the end of your leaf slide show, when everyone has their leaf back, ask them to take their leaf out but hold onto it and pass their leaf slides or their clothespins back to you, the teacher, so that you can put them back into your teacher backpack and keep them safe. All right, now that your leaf slide activity is technically finished, there's a really cool appreciation activity that you can tack on to the end, and it only takes a moment, but it's really, really powerful. So get your students to take their leaf that they've been holding up to the light and appreciating, and get them to take a moment just to really look at it, and then bring it close to their face. Now get them to take a big breath in. And let them know that this little leaf is actually giving us oxygen, and we need that to breathe. Now get them to take their leaf and blow that breath out right directly to the leaf. And then let them know that this little leaf actually needs us to survive just as much as we need it. It needs that carbon dioxide that we breathe out. It's this beautiful cycle of friendship that we have with every single tree and every single leaf around us. You can let your students know that we can't survive without these trees and we can't survive without these leaves. So it's really important that we take care of each other. So once we're done saying our thank yous to the leaves, we can take our leaf and place it right back on the ground so it can go back to the earth. And that's the end of our leaf slide activity. We hope that you had so much fun, and I'm sure your students will have a great time discovering all the hidden beauty of leaves. Happy exploring!